Hello, I am back. I have finished another sketchbook. That's crazy, that's wild. This is, I don't even know how to say this, Lecterm? It's that German notebook brand. This isn't actually a sketchbook, it's a notebook, and the paper was not the best. It was really thin, but yeah. But yeah, anyways, this is it. I don't know, okay, so the stickers. I don't know where these two are from or what they are. Then I have a Breaking Bad one, and then all of these cat tarot card ones. I got them at a thrift store. Like, it just had a big bowl of stickers you could grab. So I don't actually know, like, these might have just been, you know, those like really cheap sticker packs where they steal the designs. I really hope they weren't, but they're really cool. And then I have this little charm that I made back in like 2020 that I stuck to the little bookmark tassel. I thought that was fun. Yeah. Okay, so I was originally trying to do like a mood tracker thing. You can see about how much of that I did. I just kept forgetting. I couldn't be bothered. And yeah, so this was my 16th sketchbook. It lasted me from September 11th to October the 22nd. So one of my shorter ones. But also I was only drawing on one side of the page because they were so thin, which you will be able to see. But yeah, this is my character Johan. I didn't actually draw them that much in a sketchbook, I was planning on it, I just didn't. Yeah, you can really see like how thin these pages are. You can see the next page underneath it, which was kind of a bummer. Yeah, I was just starting with the sketchbook with some doodling because, I don't know, I find it easiest to start it off with something that's not too finished or polished. Then I was drawing my character Clara, just trying to figure out how the paper is working, you know. Then I ended up sticking in this dollar store paper that like, it almost worked better than this expensive it's not a sketchbook, but it almost worked better than the expensive notebook paper, which is interesting. Then my character Amaris, and I don't remember where I was, but I was outside drawing. No, I was gonna say I thought I remembered. I don't remember where that is. I was trying to design a room. I'm not very good at drawing scenery or rooms or anything, but I was trying, and then I gave up because it was too hard. Yeah, more Clara. My art is always really weird at the beginning of my sketchbooks. It always looks bad at the beginning and then good at the end, and I don't know why. This was like, I don't know. Okay, so this was like an outfit that I wore when I was a kid. It was iconic. It was like this bright pink shirt, and I layered it with this cow Minecraft shirt. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then this was like the view from my childhood bedroom window. The only constellation I remember being able to find was Orion's Belt, so that's like my favorite constellation now because it's just the only one I could find when I was younger. That's crazy. That's a very doodly self-portrait. Very messy and sketchy. Yeah, I was really frustrated at this point with my drawings, so I was just, I don't know, I was hoping that by getting through these first like 20 pages of the sketchbook, then my stuff would get better. I was listening to a lot of Say Yes by Elliott Smith. Listen, I know the line has more than this, but whenever I think about that line, I always cut off the last end of it because personally, I'm in love with the world through the eyes of a girl. Like, that's the lyric that I like. I don't care about the second part of the lyric. That ruins it for me, honestly. I was just trying to sketch some bodies. I did a lot of like body doodles around some points of the sketchbook. This was, maybe this one too, but definitely this one was just stolen from Pinterest, and I should have written down where I stole it from. But I've seen it like 20 times, so I guarantee you'll also come across it if you're just looking up like poses to draw. And then these were all like, I was playing around with foreshortening without actually using any guidelines, but these were all from my mind. This one, it looks good, but it doesn't. Listen, if you could understand what my brain was doing with this one, you'd say it looks good, but it doesn't look good. I'm delusional. Then I drew this and I was like, oh, that hand looks okay. Then I kept trying to recreate it. Like, I did all these and I was like, oh shit, I can't actually do this. This is not good. And then I gave up. I drew these in art history yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about it. My style is constantly going, like, changing. So at this point it was like a very semi-realistic. It's okay. And then for art history, we had this assignment where we were doing a critical analysis of a piece. So we had to go to one of the galleries at my school and draw and describe a piece in it. And it had these, it was like one of those things where, you know, you're allowed to take, they give you stuff to take from it. So there was like these seed packs. And I'm not showing a drawing underneath it, it's bad. But there was these seed pack things that I took. I actually forgot to plant the seeds, whoops. I'll do it next year, maybe, if I remember about them. I want to say this was probably more art history drawings. I couldn't be certain though. I hated this page at first, and now I kind of like it. It's okay. This was also more of that art history in the gallery thing. A bunch of us were just like sitting on the floor around this one piece, because I guess a lot of people wanted to do this piece over all the rest. So that was a fun experience. And then somebody gave me this little note saying they saw one of the videos I posted and liked it, and that made me very happy. Then I was trying to design my character Serafina more. She looks nothing like this anymore, but whatever. And we are entering the short era of my sketchbook that is scrapped video ideas. Actually, this was only half scrapped. The first version was scrapped and then I did it again. And it will actually already be up by the time this is up. So yeah. Then I'm a fine arts student, and there's also a bunch of design students at my school. And they have all this really hard homework that's like actual perspective stuff. I was like, I can do perspective too, so I tried to do perspective, and I drew out this whole grid, and the first thing I drew was a box in 1 point perspective. I didn't even use the 2 point perspective grid I drew. It was like really embarrassing. And then I drew these other ones, but I was so discouraged by that one that I was not in the mood to do it anymore. Yeah, scrapped video. There's more Clara stuff. They're okay drawings. This was my first drawing assignment. I took one of my hats, a glass bottle, and you can't really see it, but a stick. We took them outside and we drew them with, this was with Conte, and this is just my little sketch. I will insert a picture of what it actually looked like, the finished version, because I'm actually quite proud of it. But yeah. Yeah, I was just like going through it in this part of my sketchbook. I was not having any fun. That's a trend in all of my sketchbooks. I never have any fun ever. But yeah, more Serafina and Amaris. Actually, I don't hate that. More Amaris stuff. I was just like playing around with lore stuff, story stuff, kind of cringy, to be honest. More Amaris lore stuff. He's so cute. This is the part where I decided I wanted one of his ears to have the scar in it. I never did that thing where I gave all my OC scars when I was younger, but I feel like now I've got to make up for it. Now that I'm older, I have to make up and still give all my OC scars. Yeah, that's cool. I went thrifting. Actually, I had a really hard time finding a thrift store that was within walking distance of a train station. So I ended up going to this really small one that was actually kind of expensive. And my phone died, so I couldn't use my student pass, so I had to actually buy a ticket. But yeah, I bought this dress and this dress, and I think I bought something else, but I didn't like it as much. More Serafina stuff. This is more what her design looks like now. I kind of want her to be like stereotypically like hero Greek vibes. I don't know how much it comes across in this design, but this is where I sort of started coming up with that idea. I was trying to do more perspective stuff. I tried to do a staircase, but I forgot that in this perspective, each step is supposed to get bigger, so it's just like the world's narrowest steps. Interesting on my part. Oh, I was originally gonna so I got this like set of 3 sketchbooks like these, and I was gonna do each one themed after one of my main characters. And this was supposed to be, like, they were supposed to have sort of tarot card inspired front pages, and then I gave up on that idea, but this was like the original concept for one of them. Yeah, these are the sketchbooks I got. And then I was drawing my character Indigo. He's so cute. This is when I decided I wanted him to be a gardener. That's so adorable. I love him. So I want all his clothes to have like flower embroidery on them. That's so cute. I was playing around with, what do you call it, oil pastels. They're okay. I like oil pastels, I'm just not good at them. Girl moment. Real. I was listening to Be Nice to Me by the Front Bottoms. This is a gross, cringe drawing, but I really like that lyric, there's very little left of me and it's never coming back. Delicious. Then I was listening to Teenage Dream by Olivia Rodrigo. I don't love her newer album. It's okay. There's some songs I really like and then a lot of them I'm just kind of about. But I really like this one, more oil pastels. I really like the effect of this. Then I was also listening to I Wait For You by Alex G. I actually quite like this back. I'm not too good at drawing backs, but it's okay. Then I was drawing cats. I want to get better at drawing animals, but I don't want to put in the effort to get better at drawing them, if you get what I mean. I'm sure literally everyone does. I feel like I hear so many people say that. I was drawing these on the train, and these ones were just not turning out, and I get so embarrassed when I'm drawing in public and it's not turning out. It's actually the most mortifying thing. And then I drew this and it was cute, and I was like, oh my god, I redeemed myself. I think I also drew this on the train. And then I was writing some sort of essay at this point because I felt the need to put that sticky note in. Oh, I went thrifting again. I got some more stuff. I found an actual Value Village near the train station. I got this really cute kind of see-through shirt. It was really good. More posing stuff. These are really loose, gross. No, I don't like them at all. This is another page. I don't know, I was going through a weird thing with my style in the sketchbook, and I feel like you can really tell because a lot of these drawings are just so mid. Yeah, more oil pastel stuff, seeing if I like doing a different style with them. I don't. And then I did this page. I was so frustrated, and then I did this page. I was like, that's so good. So this back view, and then like probably one of the best drawings of Amaris I've ever done. I love that. His eyes in that. Delicious. Okay, and for one of my writing assignments for a class, we were talking about Orientalism, so I was writing on the new Mulan movie. I love the old one, but the new one is so bad. But I do like some of the cinematography in it. It's pretty well shot, so I drew one of the scenes from it. And then I just drew this to cover up the bottom part of the page because I didn't feel like doing anything else. Yeah, I was just taking notes. Then I tried to draw like the more traditional Mulan, like from the original movie. I had so much trouble with his face. I redrew it like 5 times and it still looks off. Then I was drawing Serafina. This is like one of my favorite little doodles in the sketchbook down here. I think this is still my Discord profile picture because that's so real. Then I was also listening to End World Normopathy by Ghost, especially the last portion of that song is so good. And I was also playing a lot of Stardew Valley. That's the hat I always wear in it. I love that hat. It's so silly. I don't know what it is, but it's so adorable. More Serafina, and my one friend keeps sending me this unpleasant gradient appears at your door image, and they're always like, no, you gotta make up artwork with this, and I don't want to, but I want to. It's like so ugly, so I made an unpleasant gradient dress, and then that's so me. And then I got back into Persona 5, guys. I swear I'm not cringe, I'm not. And I drew a Akechi because he's a gay ass, and yeah. And then I was drawing Asian fishing cats. They are my favorite kind of wild cat. They're so cute. I love their stupid little noses. Then I drew another one, but with markers. So cute. And I was watching All Quiet on the Western Front. I love that movie, and I was trying to draw from it, and they all look bad. Then I tried to like paint from it. Also, the face was so messed up. And yeah, I think this was with gouache, and it's been forever since I've used gouache, and it doesn't really work on this paper. Bummer. Inktober was about to start, and my goals were like actually try to do non-humans and backgrounds. I think I didn't do a single piece that had a non-human, like the subject wasn't a human, and I think I did like 2 backgrounds. Go me. I was just, I don't know, I was kind of going wild here. I actually quite like this drawing. Interesting. I don't know what happened with the arms, but I feel like everything else makes up for that. So yeah, this was the first day of Inktober. It was Dream. I actually really like this piece. This was probably the one that I put the most effort into. I actually did perspective and shit. That's crazy. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was joking around with my friend because we always joke about fucking what's it called, Evangelion. That I am. This is so cringe. Oh my god, no. That I'm Shinji and they are Asuka, and so I'm always like joking about the hospital scene. And it'd been a while, so I was like, "Oh, got any plans to be in a coma anytime soon?" And they were like, "Yeah, next week, methinks." So then I sent them a fucking picture of Shinji, and it was funny, I swear. It doesn't sound funny when I talk about it, but it was funny at the time. I'm not cringe. Then there was Inktober day 2. I apparently wrote 21 instead of 2. Spiders. That's kind of cute. I had a lot of fun with the line art of this piece. I either hate line art or it's my favorite part of the process, but there's never any in between. Then I was trying to do some figure drawing. I have only been doing figure drawing in charcoal lately for class, so trying to go back to doing pen for it was really weird. Not a big fan of it. I was just taking some notes and some writing thing I had to do. And then this was Inktober day 3, Path. It's okay. It's the only other one I think that I did a background on, so I'm proud of myself for trying. Then I was planning for what's it called? What am I talking about? I was planning for a painting assignment I had. This was the composition I ended up choosing without all these swirls. I will put a picture of the final result because I actually quite like it. Yeah, more doodles, more notes. No, this is so bad. I tried to do Inktober day 4 at like the very last second, but I was really tired and I just wanted to be done with it, so it was shit. And then there was Inktober day 5, Map. I actually kind of like this. It's not the best. I should have looked up a reference, which is something I could say about literally any drawing I do ever. I am morally opposed to ever looking up a reference of any sort for any reason. I've got issues with that. Then for Inktober day 6, the prompt was gold, but drawing metal is hard. So I grew up listening to Gord's Gold. My mom listened to Gordon Lightfoot a lot, so I just drew the album cover. It doesn't really look like him, but I can tell that's what I was trying to draw, so half points. Then Inktober day 7 was Drip. Again, I didn't want to do anything complex, and I could only think of complex things, so I decided to not take it seriously, and I drew Ray Plush with Drip. Then I got really into falsettos again, and I tried to draw Marvin and Wizard, and I had this image in my mind of the style I wanted this to be in, and it just didn't work for me, which is so tragic, but that happens literally every time. And then Inktober day 8 was Toad. Yeah. Then I was drawing Amaris, gender bent, so cute, so slay. I actually think I like him better as a guy, which is a shocker. Inktober day 9 was Bounce. I don't know, this was cute. Like, this ended up being way too long, this, like, the horse body, but I think it's still a cute concept. Then I think this was also art history doodles, my character Amaris again. And that's me, yeah, gay people, because I've got to be violently homophobic towards my gay OCs every time I draw them, apparently. That's so real. Then Inktober day 10 was Fortune, and so I tried to do something inspired by the Wheel of Fortune tarot card. Listen, I know they always have a wheel in them, but I was like, it's a circular shape, it's close enough. I didn't feel like drawing a wheel. That was too many lines. Yeah, I think this was hairstyle doodles. I really need to get my hair cut, it's getting really long, and I want to do something like that's sort of partly mullety at the sides. and I was trying to doodle what I thought that might look like, but I'm bad at coming up with hair designs, like hairstyle designs. Yeah. Then I went to Spirit Halloween. That was wild, so I stuck my receipt in here. And this was something I saw on Tumblr that was like, draw your OC in this outfit. So I thought if anyone was to do that like weird, like what is it, like mid-2000s online like weird style, it would have been him. I honestly don't know. Then Inktober Day 11 was actually Wander, not Wonder. But somebody misspelled it somewhere and I accidentally thought it was Wonder, so I drew this. But I like this better than anything I would have drawn if I had done Wander, so slay. More notes. I think this was studying for my art history midterm. And this was the day I took my midterm. Yeah. Nothing special. Then Inktober Day 12 was Spicy. I feel like this was just the natural progression of where this prompt was going to go. Yeah. Then I was trying to design this. Well, I stole the name Boy for an OC, and this was originally the character I was coming up with. She's whatever. And then I used that name again in a later point in the sketchbook. Then, yeah, this is when I was trying to show how I draw anatomy, and this was just not working out for me to this day. I swear, I can draw anatomy, just not this specific day. It was very sad. Thumbnail planning, notes for my story. I was sitting in the big library in the city I live in. I love this library, it's really cool. I don't think I did it justice in this sketch, but I still like this sketch. And then I've been listening to Feudal Devices by Sufjan Stevens. That is so Teva and a Mars core. I haven't drawn Teva in the sketchbook. Wait, what? That's crazy. I was drawing people in the library. Yeah, most of these were not good because everyone kept moving. So selfish. Can people just stay still until I'm done drawing them? And then I drew the train on my way back to my dorm, and I tried to draw more people, and they also kept moving. Inktober Day 13 was Rise, but I don't know how to say your name because I've never played the game. I think it's Rize from Persona 4. Yeah. I couldn't think of anything to draw for Rise except for a sun, and I didn't want to draw a landscape. Then I was going on these walks from my dorm to downtown, and every like 5-10 minutes I would sit down and I would draw the scenery in front of me, which was fun to do. Now it's too cold to do that. So yeah. This was this bridge across the river. A different bridge across the river. This one's a weird one. It's like beneath the train tracks. But I swear that it's not just my fault that it looks weird. It looks weird in real life too. I went to this park and there was like a big rock in the center of it. Cool. This is when I was doing that roll for plot thing. It was whatever. Yeah, character design stuff. I'm not very good at character design because I never try to learn any other skills to get better at it because that's a lot of work. Actually, I quite like her design. Yeah, just lots of doodles of her. And then, the prompt for Inktober for this day was castle, and I was not feeling it. I don't really like drawing castles. They're kind of boring. Or not really. They're like intricate, but not in the way I like to draw. Then I was trying to design a castle thing for a story, and yeah, I kind of gave up on this. It's very half-assed. And then I combined prompts 15 and 16 for Inktober, which was Dagger and Angel because I forgot to do it one day. More of Boy. Yeah, she's cute. Then I was trying to draw more falsetto stuff. This is the only one that actually looks at all like Marvin, which was kind of sad. I want to be able to draw fan art of any sort, and I just can't. It never looks right. There's something in my brain that doesn't let me. I was listening to a lot of the song Wizard Going Down from In Trousers, which is like the prequel. Is it prequel? I don't know, it's the musical that comes before Falsettos. I love that song, and I never finished this page. This was the sketching for day 17 of Inktober, which was Demon. I'll put the finished version up because I quite like it. I don't know what was happening on this page. I think I drew this because I had to write a paper and I was sad about it. And then I don't cringe central apparently. I probably did something that made me embarrassed. And this was the other half of that character design thing. I just did a tiny doodle for Inktober day 19. Yeah, just more doodles. More Amaris. I hated this so much, and then I drew this and I was like, yay! Because that's always how it is on a page. I have to draw one bad thing before I can draw anything good. And it makes me so mad. Like, can I just have one page that looks good? I can't. And somebody saw me drawing this and they were like, oh, are you a design student? Because like, I feel like I don't have the fine art student style. Like, mine's very cartoony, not realistic. And I was like, no, I just draw like I should be a design student. And then I did some anatomy and a little doodle of myself. Pretty silly. I got this orange pen. I love it. I love orange pens, and I just learned that. Like, I feel like I always put them in the same category as red and yellow pens, which I'm not the biggest fan of. But orange pens, they're good. And then this was a character I was designing for Inktober, the Prompt Frost. They're like some sort of, what do you call it, snow wizard? I don't know, they're silly and I think they would be really annoying, and that's why I love them. Also, they've got a big forehead because they didn't deserve any better. And then Inktober day 21 was chains. I have never really tried to draw chains because they're hard to draw. There's so many linking, overlapping parts. So I decided to challenge myself by doing that. It was whatever. Then I was doing timed figure studies. So 30-second ones, 1-minute ones. I like that one. It's got a good line of action. 2-minute ones. Yeah, these are all kind of whatever. I'm definitely better at figure studies in charcoal than I am in pen. Because I get really weirdly sketchy with pen and it looks weird. Then I did this 5-minute one. That one's okay. Then I did a little self-portrait. I look really like depressed in this. That's wild. Inktober day 22 was Scratchy. That's not a fursona. I'm not cringe. I'm not. No, it's not a fursona. It's just a cat character that represents me. I actually really like this drawing. More figure drawings. I kind of like the flow of this one. I was drawing the same one from like multiple different angles. Same thing here. This was same pose, different angle. Oh shit, that was the end of the sketchbook. Oh yeah, and then I drew my character Yoan again. Literally the only other time I drew them was at the very end of the sketchbook. So that's crazy. The style is very different. This is a very cartoony style. I really like it though, it's cute. And I like the bricks I did in the background. They're whatever, they're fine. They're nothing special, but I like them. I don't know why I was expecting this to go on longer. Yeah, I took like a month and a half on the sketchbook, which is pretty good considering I was not having a great time in it. But yeah, I don't know, should I do a preview of my next one? I have a set of 3 little sketchbooks. I was gonna show the other 2. They're missing, that's fine. No wait, they're here. They're really cool, they're like this color theory set. I'll show the first couple pages. More of my character Serafina. I actually did this just last night, even though it's been like, how long? Like a week since I started this. I was drawing people at the library. I drew this in art history. You don't get to look at it that long. And then I'm in the Christmas mood because it snowed. That's all you're getting to see. Yeah. So yeah, that was my, what is it, 16th 16 sketchbook. That's crazy. It's not my best. It's not my worst. It's kind of meh. Yeah. Cool. Bye.